Have you ever looked at your debt and wondered, how can I ever get out of this? I was there, staring at a daunting $50,000 mountain of debt that seemed impossible to overcome. But in just 1 year, I managed to pay it all off, and today, I'm sharing every strategy I used to do it. In this video, I'll walk you through my approach, from creating a realistic budget and embracing side hustles to negotiating bills and even selling off some extra stuff around the house. I'll reveal tips that might surprise you, like how I handled unexpected expenses and avoided lifestyle inflation, all while staying motivated for the long haul. If you're determined to be debt-free and curious about exactly how I did it, stay tuned. This video is packed with the strategies that worked for me, and by the end, you'll have the tools to start your journey toward financial freedom. Assessing my financial situation. To begin my journey, I needed a clear picture of my financial situation. This meant calculating the total debt I owed across multiple sources: credit cards, student loans, and a car loan, each with its own interest rate. I faced my debt numbers head-on, listing each balance alongside the corresponding monthly payment and interest rate. It was a reality check, but it helped me understand where my money was going and how much was being lost to interest each month. By seeing my debt situation clearly, I could strategize more effectively, and this clarity sparked my determination to take control. It's a step many of us avoid because it's uncomfortable, but trust me, once you know exactly what you're dealing with, you can start making meaningful progress. Setting a realistic debt-free goal. With the full scope of my debt in mind, I set a goal to pay it all off within 1 year. It was ambitious, but I knew I needed a clear deadline to stay motivated. Having a time-bound target turned the task from a vague someday goal into a measurable challenge. I researched different payoff methods, like the debt snowball, which focuses on paying off smaller debts first, and the debt avalanche, which tackles high-interest debts first. For me, the debt avalanche was the most logical choice, as it saved money on interest in the long run. Setting this goal provided direction and urgency, making my journey feel like a structured, manageable project rather than an endless uphill battle. If you're starting your debt-free journey, having a clear, realistic goal can keep you focused and determined. Creating a detailed budget and sticking to it. Creating a budget was essential to managing my finances and ensuring I had enough to cover debt payments each month. I tracked every dollar I spent, from necessities like rent and groceries to discretionary items like entertainment. I used budgeting apps to categorize my expenses and quickly saw areas where I could cut back. Simple changes, like meal prepping instead of dining out and reducing streaming subscriptions, saved me more than I expected. To keep myself accountable, I set monthly spending limits in various categories and built in a small fund to avoid burnout. This detailed budgeting approach allowed me to free up extra cash for debt payments without feeling deprived. If you're serious about paying off debt, a well-structured budget will keep you on track and help you make smarter spending decisions. Building an emergency fund to avoid future debt. While tackling debt was my main focus, I also made it a priority to build a small emergency fund. This fund served as a financial safety net, ensuring that unexpected expenses, like car repairs or medical bills, didn't derail my progress or push me deeper into debt. I set aside a modest amount, aiming for about $1,000 initially, which allowed me to feel secure without compromising my debt payoff strategy. Having this cushion was a relief. It kept me from reaching for credit cards in moments of need. For anyone embarking on a similar journey, I'd recommend building an emergency fund to avoid any setbacks. This buffer can be the difference between a minor inconvenience and a major debt setback, so it's worth prioritizing alongside your debt payments. The power of side hustles. To pay off my debt faster, I looked for ways to increase my income, and that's when side hustles became my secret weapon. I explored options like freelance writing, online tutoring, and delivering food, all of which allowed me to work around my main job. Each of these gigs added hundreds of dollars to my monthly income, and I dedicated every penny toward my debt. The extra cash flow was instrumental in making substantial payments and reaching my goal faster. Side hustles gave me a sense of control over my finances, proving that I could hustle my way out of debt. If you're serious about debt repayment, finding a side hustle can provide the financial boost you need and help you stay on track. Plus, you'll gain valuable skills and confidence along the way. Negotiating monthly bills and reducing expenses. A big part of my debt-free journey was learning to save wherever I could, and negotiating bills was a great place to start. I called my service providers, from my phone and internet companies to my utility provider, asking for discounts or better rates. Surprisingly, many were willing to offer promotions or lower my bill just to keep me as a customer. I also cut down on insurance costs by shopping around for better quotes and reduced my grocery bill by planning meals and using coupon apps. These savings might seem small individually, but together they freed up hundreds of dollars, which I'd funneled toward my debt. Don't underestimate the power of negotiation. It's a simple, effective way to save money without changing your lifestyle dramatically. Selling unnecessary items. As I committed to paying off my debt, I realized I had a lot of valuable but unused items around the house. Decluttering not only helped clear my space, but also brought in extra cash. I sold electronics, clothes, and even furniture on online marketplaces, making hundreds of dollars in the process. These small windfalls went directly toward my debt, adding up faster than I expected. Selling unnecessary items was a win-win. I freed up space, felt more organized, and gained money to fuel my debt-free journey. For anyone looking to make extra cash, consider decluttering and selling what you don't need. You'd be surprised at how much it can add up. Using found money to chip away at debt. Whenever I received unexpected money, like a tax refund or work bonus, I put it straight toward my debt. This found money wasn't part of my regular budget, so allocating it to debt payments gave me an extra push without impacting my monthly finances. While it's tempting to splurge with these windfalls, putting them toward my debt was a quick way to accelerate my progress and keep my momentum going. Each unexpected payment felt like a victory, bringing me closer to my goal. If you receive any extra money throughout the year, consider dedicating it to debt. These small boosts make a bigger difference than you might think. Avoiding lifestyle inflation and FOMO. One of the biggest obstacles I faced was resisting lifestyle inflation, the tendency to spend more as you earn more. I knew that giving into this temptation would slow down my progress, so I practiced self-discipline and focused on my debt-free goal. I avoided costly upgrades and learned to find joy in simple, affordable experiences. Ignoring the social pressure to keep up with others' spending allowed me to stick to my budget and make meaningful debt payments each month. Resisting lifestyle inflation requires a mindset shift, but it's key to making long-term financial progress. If you're paying off debt, remember that temporary sacrifices can lead to lasting freedom. Staying disciplined with the debt avalanche strategy. After reviewing my debt balances and interest rates, I decided to use the debt avalanche method, focusing on paying off the highest interest debts first. This approach helped me minimize the amount of money lost to interest over time. Staying disciplined with this strategy wasn't always easy, especially when it felt like progress was slow. However, I kept reminding myself that each payment was reducing my overall cost. Tracking my progress using the avalanche method kept me motivated, as I could see the impact on my interest over time. For those with high interest debt, the avalanche method is a great way to reduce total costs while staying on course. Leveraging support systems. Debt repayment can feel isolating, so I leaned on my support system. I opened up to close friends and family, sharing my debt-free goal and seeking encouragement. I also joined online debt-free communities, which provided valuable resources, tips, and support from people going through similar journeys. Having accountability partners kept me motivated, especially during tough times when the process felt overwhelming. Celebrating small wins with others reminded me of how far I'd come and gave me the confidence to keep going. If you're tackling debt, consider involving friends, family, or online communities. They offer motivation and reassurance when you need it most. Tracking progress and adjusting the plan. Regularly tracking my progress helped me stay motivated and make adjustments when needed. I set monthly debt reduction goals and celebrated each milestone. Seeing my progress visually, whether through a spreadsheet or a chart, was incredibly motivating and helped me stay focused. When unexpected expenses arose, I adapted my budget without losing sight of my overall goal. Tracking allowed me to celebrate every small success and keep pushing forward, even when the journey seemed long. If you're serious about debt payoff, tracking progress and being flexible with your approach will help you stay on target without getting discouraged. Staying motivated and avoiding burnout. Debt repayment is more of a marathon than a sprint, so I focused on staying motivated throughout the journey. To keep myself energized, I frequently reminded myself of my why, the reasons behind my goal, and celebrated small victories along the way. This approach helped me avoid burnout and stay committed. I leaned on motivational resources such as podcasts, books, and videos that kept me inspired, while also practicing self-care to maintain a healthy balance. Debt repayment can feel draining, but finding ways to stay positive was essential for my progress. Taking occasional breaks was equally important, as I knew rest was key to maintaining my momentum for the long haul. For anyone on this path, remember that motivation involves more than sheer willpower. It requires balancing ambition with self-compassion. By creating a sustainable routine, you'll find it easier to stay on track without feeling overwhelmed, keeping you focused on the ultimate goal, financial freedom. Reflecting on the journey and lessons learned. Reflecting on my debt-free journey, I realized it was about so much more than just numbers. Paying off $50,000 taught me discipline, patience, and the true value of financial freedom. I developed a deeper understanding of managing money wisely and found a new confidence in my ability to overcome challenges. This experience transformed my relationship with money, shifting my mindset from stress and scarcity to empowerment and control. I now see that financial security isn't just a dream. It's achievable with persistence, careful planning, and a willingness to make sacrifices for a bigger goal. Now that I'm debt-free, I'm dedicated to making smart money choices and inspiring others to take control of their finances. If you're working toward becoming debt-free, remember that every small step forward is a valuable lesson bringing you closer to a more secure, brighter financial future. Keep going. The rewards of financial freedom are worth every effort. Thanks for watching Golden Ledge. If you want to improve your finances, like this video, share it, and subscribe for more helpful tips. Your support helps us keep making great content. Let's keep making smart money moves together.